Right, here come beginning of my journey. I'm starting here right at the bottom of the swell, and I will be in the woods for the next 11 days, I think about. It will be cold and it will be harsh, but at least there won't be any sun or rain. I mean, so that's good. Yeah, no, there'll be lots of sun. And here's the pictograph panel. So I hope you enjoy my new video. All right, so I just got dropped off at the end of Buckhorn Draw. So I'm basically dead center in the middle of the swell. I forgot my water bottles as my dad pulled out, but I already have 5 liters of water, so I'm not too worried about it. And I'll just have Matt bring me 2 Gatorade bottles so I can shove in the front and add extra water capacity. This begins day 1 of 12, well 11, of just being in the desert and traveling through Utah and back. I'm really excited because I get to start off in the really beautiful part, and my dad actually gave me a lift down here, so I didn't have to bike over the mountain, which I'm really appreciative because usually I do. I'm in this really beautiful place with like ancient cottonwoods down here by the San Rafael. So my goal today is to get to Locomotive and then over Locomotive, and then maybe try to find something to, find a place like in the early afternoon somewhere in the swell. But it is mostly back way. I have this one little piece of main dirt road before I go into the canyon country and of course up to Locomotive. Then my next plan is from Locomotive, I want to go down Eagle, and then of course Eagle up and around, and hopefully I make it all the way there tonight. That's my goal. And eventually meet up with the Muddy, or get really close to it this afternoon and set up camp early. I have a lot of extra food that I want to kind of get rid of. I mean, I have literally about 10 days probably worth of rations on my back and in my bike, including 5 liters of water. So I'm pretty weighed down. I did the 5 liters because I feel like sometimes it's more cumbersome to find a water spot, at least a clean one, clean enough to filter water out of. You just don't necessarily want to filter out of any kind of puddle that you find. I think I'm going to be in luck today. It's going to be sunny supposedly this entire trip, which is amazing because that hasn't happened on one of my adventures in a long time. So I'm really stoked on that. Overall, I got to show my dad Buckhorn. This is his first time here, so he was pretty amazed by it. So much so that he forgot about my water bottles too. Anyway, like I said, I'll be fine. And so that's about it. So when I get to the prettier canyon country through this one little, well, it's still beautiful, don't get me wrong, but one kind of less beautiful spot, you'll see me again. Turning right off the main road, you get to this little, like kind of a double track almost. And you follow a double track up, and it takes you, the ATV trail takes you basically up to Locomotive Springs, or in Locomotive Point, sorry. Um, there's some pictographic panels and stuff that I want to check out there, so that's really cool. So this is probably part of the ancient route, which is really fun to take. You can do it by ATV or, like me, bicycle or whatever. That, of course, can fit something a certain width. I forget what it is because I don't have to worry about that on a bicycle. Anyway, so there's me and the bike. There's some cows in the background, my friends. They liked the music I was playing, so they were checking me out. I just pedal for a while, and get to the top of Locomotive Point. Hopefully it's not too muddy. I'm kind of like chilling and letting the sun kind of take care of some of the possible bad spots before I get up there. The nice part is there's water, so I don't have to worry about a thing. You can find a puddle anywhere right now, and it's relatively clean. So I really lucked out, and I think this entire trip is going to be washes filled with water. So we'll have water the whole way, and that's not normal for this time of year. It's usually past its prime by now, at least in the desert. But the amount of snowfall we've had in the mountains and all of Utah mountains, it's been incredible. And we're approaching, we might even approach like 750, I guess, um, inches this year, which is incredible. If we get to that point, we might not hit that. So here we are in the Swell, and it's amazing. It's been an awesome ride so far, and been on my bike for a few hours. So I guess there will be more video when we get to the top. So from 646, don't go on 646. Don't go that way. You go this way, and this takes you to the canyon right below Locomotive Point. So you can see where we're going. There might be some snow, and it might be a little sketchy, but I have a lot of time on my hands, so this will be really fun to do. I've wanted to do this for a very long time. Really excited about it. Well, folks, I think we hit it just right. It's beautiful here in the Swell. I've got this like great backdrop. I just ate lunch, about to pack up and go. It's like cold enough, but dry enough, but hot enough for it to like be probably the easiest I could ever ascend this. Like somehow I lucked out. It almost never happens through all these areas. It's usually like either really hot and sandy or really wet and muddy. I'm just waiting for it to dry out just a little bit more, and I get to enjoy 360 views of just the jaw-dropping beauty around here. It's kind of amazing. It is kind of funny because nothing's blooming. It's spring, and usually this area is like full bloom, but it's too cold. Like everything is just ready for the ice age, it seems like. Which, I mean, it's done this for a long time, so be a great camp spot if I just was like being real lazy, and I could just like hop on the highway if I really wanted to. But I kind of want to do this whole adventure through the Swell, the beginning part of the trip, just to get like a little bit of a different perspective. It's pretty neat. Yeah, one hell of a campsite, man. This is amazing. Anyway, so if you keep following it, it says Black Diamond. And I mean that for ATVs. They don't really mean that for bicycles. I'm sure it'll get worse as I go up, but it'll get prettier, so I won't mind. Go up the canyon, and I assume it just keeps going to the wash and then eventually bumps up um, to some switchbacks. And then I'm at the top. So I don't know, this way seems a lot nicer than going the other way. Even going on the main route, to this point, I have not seen a single person. Not heard a car. I've not heard a motor or the only thing I hear is cows. That's about it. And then I haven't seen any cows up this high because it's kind of cold up here because I'm kind of going on top of a mountain in the middle of the swell over there. Let's see if you guys see it. Yeah, in there. And I came from Buckhorn, which is right behind me. That beautiful view down the valley there. That's Buckhorn. And so that's basically the gist of it. I just head up this beautiful canyon, and I get to go over underneath the highway after some panels, and go into Eagle Canyon, which will be really cool. I've never been through Eagle, so I get to do it from top to bottom. So it'll be really fun. All right, so you take 3624 Forest Road to Cane Wash, and you go up Cane Wash, if you want to do this way, all the way to an intersection to the point. It shouldn't take that much longer. This is really actually kind of cool. I can't wait to do it. They have the road as opposed to actually the wash, but you can actually drive down the wash in that direction. If you look at the maps, it comes out, I think, to a relatively close point to where I originally started from. I just didn't want to do the wash. However, I encountered a little mud, just a little bit. I just slowed down and walked it for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it dried out, and that was amazing. It was like, just like that. It's like I'm timing this to the perfect, opportunity to make it through. So I'm really excited about it, and I'm surrounded by beautiful arches and hoodoos and Navajo sandstone and just towers like right above me in this wash. So it's beautiful here. Yeah, and then the water, you can see the snow up on the ridge line there, so that like makes it easy for me to stay in the desert for the 11 days straight that I want to. So that's really good, and I get to take these like next couple days really easy. I'm just gonna push out like 20-mile, 30-mile day. I think I'm gonna do a 30-mile day today because I still have a lot of sunlight left and I get anxious. And then I'm gonna push like probably another 10 to meet Matt, who's gonna meet me. And I'm just gonna spend the day, relax and put my feet up because Matt and I are gonna get it really. We're gonna go for it. So once Matt meets me here in the Swell, we're gonna take routes we've already taken before, minus Cathedral Valley. So Cathedral Valley we haven't filmed before or done anything before in, so that'll be exciting. I might find maybe a vertebrae just laying in the wash. San Rafael Swell. Kind of looks like a vertebrae a little bit. I might keep that rock. Anyway, so that's the plan. I'm just gonna try to make it over the swell. It looks like the perfect time to do it. And I'm just gonna take my time and, like I said, just enjoy myself because you get few opportunities to do so, like especially with the weather being just nearly perfect. I can't get any better in the Swell because usually it gets hot. Like right now, it's almost 50 degrees, almost maybe over 50 degrees, and I'm on top of the mountain, so it's pretty neat. Oh, next, I can't wait, is the rest of this I'm going to film. And then I can't wait to film Eagle Canyon tonight. That's the afternoon schedule, is going to make it through Eagle Canyon. And then I'm going to parallel 70 for a second and then go back underneath it again. And then I'm going to take, I think, Copper Dome Road and try to find a campsite before sunset. So we'll see what happens. I may just do it before or after, doesn't matter. But I'm going to make sure I'm set up camp. I'm, oh God, I'm in hour number 4.5, and not a single person. So it is desolate out here, even though I'm next to a highway. There's not a single person around these canyons. It's just empty. So. Partly up Cane Wash. It is gorgeous up here, but the road is kind of hard to cycle on, just because it seems like you need wide, really wide tires to, get grip. I've been doing it, so it's not been too bad. I'm gonna come check the road over here. Other than that, it's been really smooth. Warm, not too warm though. Sun, but not too much sun. It really seems like it's turning into a really nice day, and I'm really lucky because apparently Salt Lake is getting blasted with rain and snow. So I'm glad I'm not there. So I'm going to probably ride until maybe like close to the top of Locomotive, and then take another break, enjoy myself, and then push over to Eagle, which I'm excited about. So, but I'm gonna also be in the moment because this is just amazing too. Anyway. Yeah, the snow always comes for John. That's alright, I'm enjoying it actually. It's really beautiful. It's snowing. How weird. At least this year. Just snows really hard and then it'll stop. And then I just have like miles of mud to go to get to the other side. You wish me luck because this looks like it's gonna be bad. Maybe it's gonna be good, but I think it's gonna be pretty muddy bad. Made it over, fix it. Definitely a shitty pass. And over that way. Hopefully down lower so I get out of the snow layer because it's pretty bad. Alright, well there's my spot that I set up my tarp in my tent last night. You can see. And then of course the peripheral, which is covered in snow everywhere. It snowed all night, like lightly, and then it snowed a little bit this morning, lightly. It's been really hellish, but I don't know. I'm all packed up, ready to go. It's like 9:30. I've been really lazy this morning. I don't have to go very far. I just have to meet Matt. Um, Basically, like over by like Eagle Canyon somewhere. So it's gonna be an easy, really, really easy day compared to my other days. So that's good. It was cold, cold, cold. It was probably like 12 less degrees last night, and I'm not that far away from the highway. You can see this is Locomotive Point, and I'm going to Swassee and hopefully into the canyon. And it's not too snowy. And that was my day today. It was pretty bad, or last night. So the plan today is to go slow and just enjoy yourself, and hopefully see beautiful things, which turns out, yeah, it's just beautiful, even though I'm cold as hell. Well, it's beautiful. However, the road is horrendous. I've been biking for now a few miles, and I've been trying my best. And I believe that's my spot. So it might take me a few hours total just to get up and over, maybe even more. So bad day to come. That's all right. On the top, Eagle Canyon. Can't wait to go downhill finally. Swassee Cabin. I go visit it, but then I'd have to trek all the way up there. I don't care to see a dilapidated cabin. I was really interested in that, but that's locked, obviously, because no one's out here. And I only have a few more minutes to get down off this ridgeline before everything turns muddy, which you can see is happening as we speak. All right. All right. There is a bona fide arch. Of course, I wish it was more like, but if it was, then it'd probably be a road to it, so whatever. That's really sweet. Guess there kind of is. There's an ATV track. This is the beginning of Eagle Canyon. We're gonna just roll down there into Eagle, and then it is a horrible uphill to the top for the road. That's where I meet Matt, so it's really close. Well, if I'm here, it's supposed to be clear today. Ha ha ha. I'll bring the rain or the snow or any kind of precipitation. And it looks like this one's gonna stick around for a while, lucky me. So I gotta make my way as fast as I can to the trail up top, so I don't get washed out. And hopefully I make it before it gets too muddy. Wish me luck. Alright, Eagle Canyon Wilderness. Right here is the boundary. It's just weird that they don't put, more stuff up. It looks like people just say, oh, well, screw it. I'm just going to ride my ATV into the wilderness. Yeah, so I am at the junction now going back to the highway. So I went through Eagle Canyon and there's a snowstorm, as you can see. Always. But they're like, that really actually helps me, believe it or not. I mean, if this cold air comes in and freezes everything, it makes it easy to pass, and I can actually ride my bicycle. So that is an upside. The downside is eventually you get off the mountain and you meet the area where it's almost 32 and almost 31, and so, or 33 I should say, and so that's when it gets muddy. But hopefully everything stays cold and then it won't be muddy. Alright, the top of Eagle Wash. Finally. The Eagle Mountain rest area is about 600 meters, of course, straight up that road. I've already gone probably 600 meters straight up this road, so it's a good 1,200 meters, if not a mile, straight up. And it's of course muddy, so I can't ride, which really sucks. And I probably pushed like 20 plus miles in this trip so far, and it's just the first 2 days. I just got to stay off the mountain peaks because these mountains here gonna stay wet. So it is t-shirt weather. Sorry, Matt, I wanted to get this filming out of the way for a second. So today I know that I shouldn't buy Blackburn products. Terrible company. First tour, day 3, and the zipper broke. Anyway, I fixed it, but like, fuck them. Fuck them. Anyway, we are right here in Bullfrog now. Thank God Matt picked me up. He saved my ass because I didn't really have like an ass after I froze it off last night. But then we got picked up and then we drove down to Bullfrog, and we're gonna start our journey here instead.
We're gonna go to more snow.
Where we're gonna go up to more snow, but a little less than where we came from, or where I came from. So don't trust Blackburn products. Don't buy them. They're not worth your time. If you want something broken, then yeah, buy it. If you want to look at your bicycle, buy it. But yeah, no Blackburn. So the plan today is we're gonna ride up the Burr Trail switchbacks, and then we're gonna camp somewhere like in the woods between here and Boulder, Utah. Definitely gonna start a fire tonight because the low is 17. But last night was, not last night, but the night before when I was sleeping out, the temperature was only 0-ish. So it's an improvement. And any kind of degree up is better. Anyway. Layers, layers, layers. I'm just starting the Burr Trail. All the way up we go. Yeah, we're way over Lake Powell now. Alright, right behind Matt are the Bears Ears. North, south. Heel toe. Over there is part of the continuous Henry Mountain Range. And then just down there is a slot canyon. Burr Trail. It's a pretty awesome place. Woohoo! We made it to Capitol Reef. It only took us all day. That's alright. I had to make some additions to my Blackburn, so there's Burr Trail switchbacks. And there is the tire water pocket full. Well, not the tire one, it's really long, but and Matt. Now we just gotta go all the way up top. Hey, Matt. Two. up Burr Trail. Sweating a storm. It is steep. Alright, we're 3 up. And I think we have 3 more to go. I think it's a halfway point. I hope anyways, but I'm usually wrong, so there might be a 7th. Either way, it's beautiful here. Top of the Burr Trail switchbacks. I am cooked. Yeah. Just 6 ever more increasingly difficult switchbacks. Actually, I lied. The last one is easy if you're going up. The rest of them are really, really difficult. It's beautiful up here. It's Henry's. All of them. Water pocket fold. It's really lovely. Hopefully it's not too cold tonight. Alright, we made it. Right at dark. Oh, sunset. We are out of the Capitol Reef and onto a road that won't be muddy tomorrow. That's good. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, day 2. We're here in this majestic boulder field trying to get out of the extreme cold temperatures. Last night was 12 degrees and today has a beautiful high of 30. And we're not there yet. So it is only probably like 25 degrees if we're lucky in the sun. And then when the sun goes away, it's significantly worse. We've made our way all the way from the national park to the base of the Long Canyon climb. And then we climb all the way to Long Canyon, and it's downhill, sorta, to the base of Long Canyon, and then it is uphill all the way to Boulder, which will be nearly as cold as it is now. Lucky us. Our goal is to get out of Boulder because I guess it's the end of March and Utah sometimes throws you a curveball. Well, actually, Matt and I always get curveballs with the weather here. We either get really cold weather or we get really hot weather. Anyway, so we plan on going down this road here. I'm like shivering because it's so cold. I got 3 jackets on too. That's the best part. We're gonna go up into that canyon over there. Actually, it's kind of like over there. And then we will have a little bit of down, hopefully out of the wind. That's what I'm hoping, because it's really, really cold. Right at the base of Long Canyon and Capitol Reef National Park. We left Capitol Reef just to come back right next to it. It's a big place. Right now, Escalante National Monument. And approaching Long Canyon. It's like a mix of like a little bit of Goblin and a little bit of Capitol Reef and a little bit of the water pocket fold. It's a pretty place. We have to go all the way up there. All right, we have now made it out of the Escalante ditch. Now we're moving up into the Long Canyon area, which feels like the wind is kind of dying down, which is great. Well, excuse me. We slept all the way over that ridge over there. I don't know if you can see it. It's like right there, that ridge. And we cycled all the way around down to Long Canyon. Now we have excuse me, just a big climb up to Boulder. So it's a downhill and then it's just uphill the whole way basically. There's like a few little downhills, but for the most part that's what it takes to get to Boulder. We should get there probably around 3 or 4. I don't know, somewhere later. And then hopefully Escalante by like dark. no sun. Red rock. It's really pretty. That's for sure. Don't let the beauty fool you, folks. It is 20 degrees in here in April, but it is still beautiful, just cold. Alright, best thing about Boulder is they have food. Sweet. Here we are, the descent to Lower Calf Creek. Boy, is it pretty. Boy, is it cold. Both. And now we're going to go downhill quite quickly. Super fun. Look at that view. Ooh-wee. The coldest April bike tour ever. You can see it's even cold in southern Utah. There is Lower Calf Falls down there. And then on the other side of this knife edge is crazy. It's cool. Incredible zoom capabilities.
Oh no, I don't have the Pro.
Oh, you don't?
Mm.
Oh, so it's basically like the same thing. Well, I think having this thing is awesome. Now, if Lower Calf Creek, there's the whole hike. Oh man, it is cold, cold, cold though. There's the road. There are the Henrys peeking out. And there's Boulder Mountain. Oh man, look at that. And the Aquarius. You can see right there. That whole flat spot up there is the Aquarius Plateau. And it goes over and we can see Bryce Canyon, kinda over there. Just a little bit bumping over there. That's the Pensagunt Plateau, just over there. So we're about almost even with the Pensagunt. That it means it's really, really cold. And then this follows down all the way to Lake Powell. So this goes all the way down, down, down. So all of this. Pretty incredible place. Highway 12, Utah. All right, under a bridge, hanging out, because it's nicer than it is on top, but it is still mighty cold down here. Really, really cold.
See the turkey vultures?
Well, here we are, Highway 12, right next to Kiva Coffee. Notice, share the road with the bicycle sign. And there's my bicycle. And so every passerby, hopefully they see me and the sign, and maybe I'll be safer. It's like share the road with RVs. There's Matt down there. He's coming up. I'm just gonna treat myself to all these beautiful views. It's pretty. There's Kiva Coffee. I've never had the opportunity. Every time I pass a bike tour through here, they're closed. So, no Kiva Coffee experiences. Ouch! My bike went down. We were all the way down there last time I was shot. And now we're all the way up here. That was a really bad climb. Petrified wood. Look, this looks like wood, but it's not. It's a rock. I feel like I'm gonna get a splinter. Nope, it's rock. That's cool. Look at this. This looks like a tree, just like a tree too. That's crazy. So many of them. Yeah, they definitely did.
Just spread out or.
Yeah, all these petrifying fragments of wood.
So that one has crystals all over it.
Only been here for 1,000 plus years.
Oh, that.
The whole petrified tree is just right there. You need like holes in it all the way. Sorry. That is one complete specimen. That is so cool. There's the entire tree. We're just like, all right. Well, welcome to Petrified Forest State Park. Is it Petrified Forest?
Yeah.
Anyway, Escalante, right outside of Escalante. They have some really cool stuff that I had on video, and we're all set up for the night. We have like this balcony, which hopefully helps us with the frost tonight. We have a fire, which is really nice. It's going. Not too heavy, but warm enough. And we are ready to go, like sleep tonight. So that's good. Over there are like shower facilities where Matt's heading. And also a bathroom. So it's pretty sweet. We have a bathroom in that. And we're right across the street from it, so it's really cool. Anyway, it's been absolutely frigid and cold except for today, which it crested above, I think, 40, which was spectacular given our last set of circumstances. And plan on sleeping tonight and then getting up tomorrow and moving back because there's a storm and we have to get probably back over the mountain again. Matt got kind of sick from doing our 6,000 foot climb, which makes sense. Then it was probably like 0 degrees at night, so it was a good thing that we like finally made it up here and out, and hopefully we make it by without any other issues.
Instead of just boom, boom, boom. You know?
No, I know. I'm aware of what I need to work on, Matt. All right, well, here's the chronicles of Highway 12, because we were discussing this and I thought I'd bring the YouTube audience into it. We're passing signs that say share the road. There's almost 0 shoulder, by the way. There are a few incidents that we know there are close calls, and I'm sure that anybody who's ever rode Highway 12 will find this experience to be the case. But right before you get into the canyon, it's 60 miles an hour, 65 miles an hour, something like that. And people are trying to go as fast as possible. So they pass each other. They, refuse to slow down, basically, like hit their brakes. It's like, no. And like, you know, they come within, most people are respectful, I should say, and actually do share the road, and listen to the signs. But there are a few people, man, they just don't care. And we just have to be aware of that. So Matt and I, usually when there's no shoulder, we usually ride on the kind of like the transition between the road and the transition between the road and the dirt. And the dirt and the road combo is probably not more than 5 to 6 inches. So if you go beyond that 5 to 6 inch mark, you're over the white line, and you know, you possibly can like really catch a mirror or something worse. So we're just really careful and cautious during this time, and now we're mindful of how scary it is. Matt and I will probably like change our strategy a little bit and try to stay closer together, and maybe wear more flashy stuff out or whatever we have to do to
I don't think they care.
gain their attention.
The drivers don't care.
He believes they don't care, and I kind of maybe agree. They're just probably sociopaths in cars. It's probably true. This is a message for anybody who sees a bicyclist out there. We're not harming anyone. We're not doing anything. We don't have any opinions. Just zero opinions had. We're just bicycling, and we're just trying to enjoy ourselves and recreate just like everybody else. So it'd be nice if people would just give us a little space. That'd be great. We made it. We made it to the bridge. Our famous spots with a beautiful view. All right, folks, we are at the base of the Gnarfucker climb, and it's gonna be super fun. We got Matt, we got passerbyers that are from usually Colorado or California, fortunately not Utah. We have this massive 4,000 foot climb ahead of us, and sometimes we get Boulder. See Boulder Mountain.
Wow.
Back to Boulder. It's a lot nicer now than last time we came through. Sandhill Cranes, my favorite. Yeah, dude.
They're here when we passed 2 days ago.
I know, look at all the babies too.
Those are the same two. They've been chilling here the whole fucking time.
They've been eating with the cows. Probably. An ode to Chelly. They're famous Brussels sprouts. We're going to try to recreate in the woods. So Matt we're like sauteing them. Matt's moving it around right now. So I just put a bunch of pork in it, prosciutto, and then we're gonna cut up this onion. And once the onion goes in, then we're gonna add the pepper, and then hopefully it all cooks down. And it's this wonderful, awesome Brussels sprout meal in the middle of the woods. All right, more to come. All right, so we're just waiting for everything to slowly saute. We have a decent camp setup, or cook setup, so we can easily do it. We have the MSR Whisper Light. It's really nice because the Dragonfly is super loud. I really couldn't do that. It would drive me nuts. And it's super efficient. You can control the simmer. You can see we're simmering right now by not pumping it 30 times like people say online. Don't do that. My suggestion is, if you get one of these Whisper Lights, they're the best stoves ever, because you can fill them up at the gas station, which really is beneficial because it's hard to find canisters everywhere you go. So fill them up, and then 1 to 2 pumps, folks. 1 to 2 pumps, not 30. So when people say there isn't simmer control on an MSR Whisper Light, it's because they like to put 30 pumps down and then be like, why is it blowing up my my skillet? Well, yeah, not 30. So anyway, yeah, and this is an ode to my beautiful wife, Shelly, and it's not as good, babe, as yours. I just have to say, definitely not as good as yours, but we're trying our best to like emulate. We even put bone broth in it. All right, today we just woke up and the bikes are packed, which we're excited about. We're packed, and we're gonna head down over to the road, which is nice for now, and make our way toward Capitol Reef and the Burr Trail switchbacks before the rain today, supposedly, or tonight. We have to clear the switchbacks before the rain, otherwise we'll be stuck another day up on the high mountain plateau, which isn't very nice. This area is beautiful and awesome. Like, there's some amazing rock features all around us. See everywhere I look. However, it is not um, sorry, L&T some stuff. Anyway, sorry. So our plan is to do that, get to Capitol Reef, go down the Burr Trail, be into the water pocket fold, where apparently the high today is somewhere in the 70s, maybe if we're lucky, but probably maybe in the high 60s. So that's the plan, and then we will head to the car in the next hopefully day or so, and we'll be done. It's been fun. Well, I'm glad you're there, Matt. I, on the other hand, cannot deal without some glove action. Keeps my body just that much warmer. And then we are in Long Canyon. It's gorgeous. And it's really long. So, and the next part is Singing Canyon, which is right up here to the left. Hopefully we don't miss it, but it is fantastic. It's a slot canyon right next to this Long Canyon. It's pretty sweet. It's like one of those places like Buckhorn, this place. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Yeah. You're alone? I brought my phone. There. Whoa. Oh, that's a great black and white shot right there. It's a great anything shot. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Holy.
It's good timing when we're here too to have that beam coming down.
Right?
Probably almost never hits the water.
Makes the water not good. Wow. Woo wee. Almost went down. Is that pretty? Long Canyon. It is definitely long.
But I don't think it was really a star.
What do you mean, dear?
I studied its trajectory. Whatever it was a man-made object. All is ready, Your Highness. Then stand aside.
We made it all the way, excuse me, to the pass. You can see there's still snow up here. We have to go over that mountain, which will take us the rest of the day, about like till the afternoon, and then we'll drop down into Capitol Reef and cross Capitol Reef in the evening, and yeah, we should be in good shape. And now for a late lunch. We made it to Capitol Reef National Park, excuse me. It only takes forever to get here. Don't let 11 miles fool you in the on the Burr Trail. It is up and down. Very pretty, but very cold. We're here at the Water Pocket Fold. So much for the high. All the way down. Burr Trail switchbacks. on the way down. Well, the weather is perfect. It is 70 degrees and I am in kind of awe right now with the view and how nice the weather is. The water pocket fold is really giving some glorious weather right now. Lucky us. Somehow Matt has a jacket on in 70-degree weather. That's funny. All right, day 7, and it is a wet one this morning. We woke up to showers. They were supposed to end at 7 today, but that didn't happen obviously, so here we are, cold and wet now. Oh yeah. Cool. Looks like we ain't getting out of Sac for a while until the rainstorm stops. Oh man. One hell of an end to a crazy journey. All right, well, welcome to Bullfrog. We got snow last night, folks, and it's still snowing. What a beautiful day. We were so excited. Our bikes are covered in about an inch of rain. There's snow rain. At least maybe my rotors got, like, I don't know, destroyed. So did Matt's, so we're on the same page. It basically was beautiful until 7 a.m. and then from 7 a.m. till 9 it decided it was gonna snow, or I guess it's still snowing sort of. It is really cold too. It's cool to see like the plants that you would normally see in, you know, a warm place covered in snow, so that's kind of cool. It's probably my fault because everywhere I go it snows and rains. So, I don't know. I got a lot of luck. Alright, we're here.
I have like my boat rock.
We have to get everything to the rock, including our bikes, I think, eventually. For now, they're pretty sunk in with mud and grime. God damn it. Anyway, no big deal. Just another day in life. Anyway, so the key is now that I got everything to the rock. Now, my goal is to get my tent in the bag, which is going to be really hard. Here we go. All right, so it's snowing again right before we get to Bullfrog, and eventually we'll go downhill, but this trail just seems like it never wants to. So supposedly maybe it's downhill for a little bit. We'll see. More.
Almost done. Of course, Matt and I have to run the gauntlet to get there. At least it's road.